Have you ever wondered who ensures the safety and efficacy of the new medications you prescribe or consume? Well, let's pull back the curtain on the intriguing world of clinical research, where a group of professionals known as clinical research associates play a pivotal role. Clinical research is a multifaceted field, a nexus where science, ethics, and patient safety intersect. It is a realm where new treatments, drugs, and medical devices are meticulously studied and tested before they reach the hands of healthcare professionals and ultimately the patients who need them. In this complex and important process, clinical research associates, or CRAs, are the linchpins. They are the ones who ensure that clinical trials are conducted ethically and accurately, the data is collected correctly, and that patient safety is always at the forefront. You could think of them as the guardians of medical progress, ensuring that every new treatment is not only effective but also safe for use. The journey of a drug from the research lab to the patient is a long and intricate one. It begins with preclinical testing in the lab, moves on to clinical trials involving human subjects, and finally ends with regulatory approval and marketing. And at each step along this journey, the clinical research associate is there, overseeing, monitoring, and ensuring the integrity of the process. CRAs are also responsible for liaising between various stakeholders in the healthcare industry, including pharmaceutical companies, medical researchers, healthcare professionals, and regulatory authorities. They are the bridge that connects these different entities, facilitating communication and cooperation. The role of a clinical research associate is not just significant, it's indispensable. They are the ones who help transform medical research into real-world treatments, bringing hope and healing to countless patients around the world. So, the next time you prescribe or consume a medication, remember this. Behind every pill, every treatment, every medical device, there's a team of dedicated clinical research associates working tirelessly to ensure its safety and efficacy. That's right, it's the clinical research associates who are the unsung heroes of the healthcare industry. So, what exactly does a clinical research associate do? This question brings us to the heart of today's topic. The role of a clinical research associate, or CRA for short, is a multifaceted one with responsibilities that are critical to the entire process of clinical research. Firstly, a CRA oversees clinical trials, which are the linchpin of medical advancements. They coordinate and manage these trials, ensuring that every stage, from the planning to the execution, runs smoothly. This involves collaborating with other healthcare professionals, researchers, and even the patients themselves. The CRA's role also involves ensuring compliance with clinical trial protocols. These are the guidelines and procedures that have been established to ensure the trial is ethical, valid, and reliable. This might sound straightforward, but it's a task that requires a keen eye for detail and a deep understanding of regulatory requirements. It's the CRA's job to make sure that every T is crossed and every I is dotted. A key part of this compliance is ensuring patient safety. The CRA is responsible for monitoring the health and well-being of the trial participants. And then they track any side effects that occur during the trial and report these to the relevant authorities. This is a crucial role as it helps to identify any potential risks or issues with the treatment being tested. In addition to this, the CRA plays a vital role in data collection and analysis. They are responsible for ensuring that the data collected during the trial is accurate, reliable, and managed appropriately. This information is crucial in determining whether a new treatment is effective and safe. In essence, the CRA is a guardian, safeguarding both the integrity of the clinical research and the safety of the patients involved. They ensure that the trials are conducted ethically and in compliance with all regulations. They are the eyes and ears on the ground, making sure that everything is as it should be. So, when we ask, what does a clinical research associate do? The answer is a whole lot. They are the linchpin in the wheel of clinical research, keeping everything moving and ensuring that we continue to make strides in medical advancement. In essence, they are the guardians of patient safety and the integrity of clinical research. Now that we know their role, what does a typical day look like for a clinical research associate? Imagine this: the sun has barely risen, and our clinical research associate, let's call her Jane, is already up, armed with a steaming cup of coffee, ready to face the day. Jane's day is a whirlwind of activities, each one critical to the success of a clinical trial. First on her agenda is data review. Clinical trials generate a mountain of data, and it's Jane's job to ensure its integrity. She sifts through pages of information, looking for discrepancies, errors, or anything that might compromise the results. This task requires a keen eye for detail and an analytical mind. After this, Jane sets out to visit clinical trial sites. Her role here is to monitor the progress of the trial, ensuring that the protocol is being followed strictly and that the rights and well-being of the participants are protected. These visits also involve checking that the data recorded is accurate and verifiable. Jane's day is not all about data and site visits. She also liaises with many different healthcare professionals. She might meet with doctors to discuss patient recruitment strategies or check in with the nursing staff to ensure they're following the trial protocols. Jane also communicates with lab technicians about test results and maintains regular contact with the trial sponsors. Throughout the day, Jane is also dealing with regulatory documentation. Clinical trials are governed by strict regulations, and Jane must ensure that all the paperwork is in order. She reviews, files, and manages documents that prove the trial is being conducted ethically and within the bounds of the law. And finally, after a long day, Jane wraps up by planning for the next day. She organizes her tasks, schedules her meetings, and prepares for any upcoming site visits. Jane's day is undoubtedly busy, but it's also fulfilling. Each task she completes brings the scientific community one step closer to a new breakthrough. It's a challenging role, but it's also one that is rewarding and essential to the development of new therapies. You might be wondering, what does it take to become a clinical research associate? Well, let's delve into the skills and qualifications needed for this pivotal role in the world of healthcare. Firstly, it's important to have a solid foundation in the life sciences. This could mean a bachelor's degree in biology, chemistry, or a related field. But many clinical research associates also have advanced degrees, such as a master's or even a PhD. This background provides the necessary understanding of the biological and chemical principles that underpin clinical research and helps you to grapple with the complex scientific concepts that you'll encounter on the job. But it's not all about book learning. A clinical research associate also needs to have a meticulous attention to detail. Whether you're reviewing data, monitoring a study, or ensuring compliance with regulations, the smallest oversight can have significant consequences. You need to be able to spot discrepancies, ask the right questions, and make sure that everything is in order, down to the last detail. Strong communication skills are another must-have. As a clinical research associate, you'll be liaising with a wide variety of people, from doctors and nurses to scientists and regulatory bodies. You need to be able to clearly and effectively communicate complex information to different audiences and to build strong professional relationships based on trust and respect. A good understanding of regulatory standards and ethical guidelines is also key. Clinical research associates need to ensure that studies are conducted in line with these standards and that the rights, safety, and well-being of participants are protected at all times. Last but not least, the ability to manage your time effectively and to work under pressure is crucial. Clinical research is often a fast-paced environment with tight deadlines and high stakes. Being able to stay calm, focused, and organized in such a setting is a skill that will stand you in good stead. So, there you have it. With the right skill set and qualifications, you too could play a vital role in the advancement of healthcare. So, are you ready to explore a career as a clinical research associate? Being a clinical research associate is a fulfilling profession that not only offers a promising career path, but also the opportunity to contribute to the betterment of healthcare. We've journeyed through the intriguing world of clinical research, understanding its vast expanse and significance. We've delved into the role of a clinical research associate, exploring the myriad of tasks they undertake daily to ensure the smooth progression of clinical trials. We've also looked at the skills and qualifications needed, showing that this career is not exclusive, but open to those with a passion for healthcare and a thirst for knowledge. If you followed along, you now have a better grasp of what this role entails. From coordinating studies and monitoring clinical trials to ensuring regulatory compliance and the safety of trial participants, a clinical research associate plays a crucial role in the healthcare industry. It's a dynamic profession that requires a blend of analytical skills, attention to detail, and a deep understanding of the clinical research process. But it's not just about the technical skills, it's also about the passion for making a difference, the desire to improve patient outcomes, and the commitment to advancing healthcare. So, if you're someone who is passionate about these things, then a career as a clinical research associate could be the right fit for you. Remember, it's a journey of learning and growth. With every step, every trial, every success, and even every setback, you'll be contributing to a field that is constantly evolving and making significant strides in healthcare. So, think about it, reflect on it, do your research, and if it feels right, take that step. Dive into the world of clinical research and see where it takes you. If you found this video informative and wish to learn more about the healthcare industry, do consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with your peers. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious.